Oh, shit.
Two.
Yo, y'all heard that, Pie? You take out and put him, shit.
I'm saying you ain't got to worry about your bread.
Wow.
It's there. You smell it on me.
Yo.
You smell it on me. You smell it on me.
Right.
You smell it on me. Come on now.
Do what? I know that's your issue, but I think if you just say, like, listen, I need my money, I need the remaining balance, whatever it is, before they take out this next
he got
money.
the Ghost, I got the Ghost Junior.
Oh,
you
wow.
smell it on
I
us.
don't got nothing.
He got the Ghost, I got the Ghost Junior.
My bad, Jay. I had the Honda Civic.
He got the multi-million-dollar house.
I don't have the multi-million. My house is not multi-million-dollar.
He just fucking pays on time.
The shit you saw was not our house. Now,
He got Gucci,
I don't got
Gucci.
Oh my God.
You got a
You know what I mean? Right. He got the Rolex, I got the Movado.
Yes, sir. I think so. All right.
I ain't gonna be there tomorrow. I'll see you Sunday. Bless you.
I got home late last night. I'm so tired.
Hey,
I love you, man.
Hey, Larry, last time you seen Gary, you almost pissed on the floor.
No, I won. I won with
Nah, you pissed on the floor. You say, what the fuck?
No,
Oh, my God.
Gary's my bud.
Row 101, seat 24, 22.
Did I see Gary at the game?
Gary's my bud.
Yeah, Gary's my buddy.
Nah, I go sometimes, but I ain't been late.
All right, well, you got to talk to Dodge.
Why are you trying to push everything to my...
The Saucuey
Goddamn, we're not
and
behind the muscle,
Leatherface
yo.
podcast.
Big muscle.
Saucuey Leatherface podcast, jump ball. Let's go. Who got it?
I'll take it.
Yo, you go ahead.
Take it off the ones and
Oh,
twos and threes
wow.
and fours,
All right,
5
let's
and
go.
6, 7 and 8s.
Yo, we testing new mics today, so if the sound is crazy,
Mic check 1, 2,
That ain't
1,
my
2.
fault.
No jewels. I got all my teeth.
wow. I ain't gonna
listen.
do that 'cause I'm missing like one on the side. You just can't tell.
And listen, straight off the bat, man.
Off the bat. Let's go.
For African Americans, we got it real hard, man. I believe so. People don't know. I don't understand.
Sure.
Do you feel like you code switch, or do you feel like you put on a face for Caucasians?
No.
So you the same way?
I am the same way all the time. And I can say no with confidence because I used to. I used to put on a face for motherfuckers, right? And then I realized that it wasn't working for me, right?
to me.
Because as African American men who grew up with nothing, we always on the defense. Like we out here with the wolves, right? So we always on defense. And I used to take that attitude into all of my interactions, which was a mistake. So I learned to be a better person. And then that allowed me to just be genuine across the entire board. So, no, I can't do it. I feel some type of way, and I have a perfect situation once you explain yourself. 'Cause I just went through some shit yesterday at the job. So, yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. So,
All right, well, let's go. That's what
All
we meant for. So for me, I guess the short answer, right, is just yes, I do.
okay.
I think whether we do it intentionally or not, I mean, I don't go straight. It's like a couple things, right?
Right.
I don't want to marginalize my black community and say, oh, you act white, meaning like black people can't be smart or
Sure,
intelligent.
sure.
But it's just the way of certain stuff. Like I will not talk to them how I do here
Right.
in the office. So I feel like we have many faces in life, whether you want to realize it or not. And one of my faces is a corporate face. What I do like in my corporate job, like I'm not the same way.
Right.
I mean, I am still Eric at its core, right? But I am not the same way. I say certain things different ways, and it's all about how you frame stuff. And like
Sure.
my job is like kind of fully remote, so I don't really see people in person. So you do a lot of interactions, via email and text. And see, here's the thing about it all. It's like you got to there's this thing called noise, and that's like the communication barrier. That's what's called noise, and it's like you have to. It's not really your job for that person to get what you're saying.
Sure.
It is like you got to help them, because if they have a bad day or having an attitude, you can say something a different way and they can take it a different way, and it's not meant that way.
Right.
So a lot of conflicts and stuff happen. So, resolution, just corporate advice, right? Hop on a call real fast. Say, hey, good point. Can we talk this over, blah, 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 instead of doing like email chain, blah, blah, blah. Because then you're going to be in a competition like, oh, I know this motherfucker ain't talking to me like this. You know what I mean? So, and like when I walk around my neighborhood, I just notice like, Caucasian people, they love dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I ain't have my dog, if I had my kids, I was walking my kids, the cars wouldn't stop for me.
I ain't gonna hold you. My wife loved dogs. Like, it's just they family to them. To me, it's a pet, right? And back to your point, so I don't put on the face for corporate America. I actually have to re-put my face on when I'm out here. Because I've been in corporate America so long and been doing business so long that you can't really bring the street into those arenas, right? And when you do, you look like the weirdo. So after so much time, you begin to look normal, and then where you come from, you become the weirdo out here. which is ass backwards, but it is what it is. But to your point about changing faces, I have an issue at the job where we have a admittedly bad manager.
Okay.
Not by just one or two employees, by like multiple employees. This person is a bad manager. So we come to one of the owners and say, listen, we got a bad manager. We had to take care of this manager because she's fucking up the entire workforce beneath her. To the point where you've got the workforce ready to just start walking off the job. Where the owner is saying, we love y'all. We don't want y'all to walk off. Management is making it hard for these motherfuckers to stay at the job. But the ownership is like, well, you know, we can't really do anything about bad management. And my biggest issue is that the owner is black. This bad manager is not black. And the employees underneath this manager are mostly black and people of color. So the conversations that we had were that it wasn't a discrimination thing, it's a bad management thing. And my question was, well, how do you allow this to happen when you know what's happening?
And he's aware of it.
And you're aware of it, right? And I'm just like, I don't know how that works and how ownership decides that we allow 15 people to be upset over one person. The numbers just don't make sense to me.
Is that manager producing a lot?
The manager don't produce shit, the workers produce.
So the manager, so you could just cut and paste, had anybody
You
there.
could cut and paste.
Or promote within.
And I feel like the manager in that position is just there for title only.
So the owner is a male?
The owner is a black male. Yes.
And the manager is a female or a male?
Female. And she manages all men.
So you got to ask another question, is something else going on?
With them two, no. No.
How you know?
Because they don't even work in the same state.
It's nothing to get a flight.
That's you. And what I'm telling you
all
is
I'm saying is that's another thing.
But that's not going on at all. I can tell you that much. So it is what it is. Yo, shout out to
Magnums. Good.
Wow, shout out to Hamden, Connecticut.
You serious about this?
Yo.
Hey, who get the game ball, yo?
Game ball today, I'm gonna give it to Steve.
I'm gonna give it to Steve.
I'm gonna give game ball to Steve.
Steve was playing for his life, man.
Big shot, Steve. Knocked down everything wide open.
And his hip was good. He must have put the icy hot on there.
You put the icy hot on today, Steve?
Because his hip was coming back because he usually put his foot behind the line. But he did good. That's my guy.
His foot was getting stuck today.
Other Steve, he got a cup. He got to do better, man. Blue lives matter.
Yo,
man.
Steve, if you come in with the 12-ounce fucking plastic joint that you pulled in out from 1983, we laugh you out the gym every day. But shout out to Hamden, Connecticut. They got some of the... I'm going to keep what y'all famous for to myself, right? But shout out to y'all. It's a small city outside of New Haven, on the other side of West Haven.
Money.
Yo, quick question. You ever had to run out of the house, I mean, without being fully dressed?
No.
After, knocking something down?
No.
Okay, I have. So when I was younger.
You in somebody else's house?
Yeah, I was at the chick house.
Oh, okay. So yes, I have. When
Okay.
I was younger, it wasn't my house.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Not your own home.
Oh, I got a crazy story on that
Okay,
one.
so when I was younger, like, and when I tell this story and I think about the shit I used to do, it was wild. So I'd get on the bus, travel fucking like 30 minutes to this chick house. Front door, of course, and then, most houses, smaller houses, you come in the back door, you right in the kitchen. So we used to be in the house getting it on, and like we knew Pops would be home at, say, 5:30. We were so blatant with it. 5:30, we could hear the kitchen door opening, and I'm running out the front door. This shit was wild. We did that shit for like a year. I forgot how long I messed with this chick, for about a year. But hey, we was both getting it in. One time I had to run out. Pops came home early. I'm out in the front with like nothing on.
Your skinny ass legs.
Yo, I was fat back then. So I'm out there like, oh shit, what
so
I'm
you
gonna
had
do?
to lift up your stomach.
Yeah, I had to lift up my, no, actually had to droop it down to cover my junk. But yeah, that was wild. I don't know if niggas still do that type of shit, but I can't imagine doing that shit today, running out the front when Pops is coming in the back door.
Yeah. I had a story kind of similar to that, but it wasn't that long.
Uh-huh.
But this girl, she lived wherever she lived at. This is back in the day.
Right?
Many, many years ago. And I'll never forget, she would always play around. Like, it was never, like, straight to business. She would always play around, do all this shit. Then finally it's done. It's ready. I'm going in, whatever. I'll never forget. Her mom come down the steps.
Oh shit.
And so the way we in her like family room or whatever, and it's
Right.
a door, and I get behind the door. I'm brick though. So this ain't no joke. So her mom
You could shut the door.
shut the door like, what's... And she keep hitting my shit like, oh,
Right.
oh. And then she like, Mom, no. I'll run out brick. Like, I'll run out.
In front of the mom?
Yeah.
Oh, you wow.
What am I do? Because her dad was a CO at
Right,
the time. So
right.
listen, I run out brick. I had to pull my pants up.
Sure.
I run to the car, slide off like I done stole something, right?
Holy
Yo, bro.
shit.
I go home. My phone is dripped with missed calls.
From the chick or from her mom?
From her dad. I
Oh.
told her dad is CO. He like, you ever come in my fucking house, blah, blah, blah. So I was always a smart nigga.
Sure.
I was a young nigga too, but that shit ain't scary me. I actually ain't told about. He was like, you ever come in my house as trespassing? I knew for jump, it ain't trespassing if your
If you invited
fucking
in.
daughter
Right.
lets me in, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So I was scared and woo. So that was the story. I'll never forget her mom just hitting the door and hitting my mans. I'm like,
Holy smack. I've never been.
Yeah.
We did one other story I know is unbelievable, and I know a lot of my shit is unbelievable, but they're true.
Yeah, they true.
I used to pipe a chick in the living room on the floor. She was in Catholic school, so she would come home and stay in her Catholic school dress until like 7.
Yeah.
Because that's when her mom went to work. Her mom would work the second shift, so she would be asleep from like 3 to 7. I remember mom used to give me the keys, like, go pick up blah, blah, blah from work, 5:30. I'd be right at the house. Give me the keys. I'm running all through the town in the fucking Honda Accord. This was back long time. I'm go pick her up. Mom come home, mom is asleep on the couch. And we would sit on the floor across the living room and get it in while mom was asleep on the couch. Like, this shit is wild. Like, some of the shit we used to do is crazy. I know she not watching, but it happened. It happened. The shit we used to do, I used to do for fucking pussy back in the day is crazy.
I would say I never did nothing crazy for the P word, and I never was a big traveler.
Right.
I got a lot of story. So there's one girl, again, me and Don, we could go for this. Like, this literally could be the whole pop, but we going, this my last one, right?
All right.
So I'll never forget, young again, around the same time, like high school, go to a girl crib. Now, the way her crib is, she had a second floor apartment.
Sure.
So you got to go up the steps, and then it's like a rail up the steps, and her mom had the couch right there. So I get her early from school one day, whatever. We go to the crib. She going in on me. Bouncing. Bang, bang, bang. Flip, bang, 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 right?
Right.
Thing fully loaded. Doop, 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 right? So her mom came early, right?
Oof.
Her mom see her daughter getting it in, right? Her mom comes up the steps.
How embarrassing is that?
She looks, says, "Nice." Oh, shit.
I got that. I'll bleep it out. Yo, let me mark that so I can bleep that shit out. All right, go ahead.
Fuck it, we keep it on there. It don't even matter. I'm about 16 at this point. I wasn't tired of the way. I'm 16. It don't fucking matter.
Right.
Let's keep that shit. We wrong. So, I never forget her mom looks. She looks at me. I ain't conceited, bro. She looks at me. She like. She looks, says her name, goes to her room.
And just let y'all finish?
And we finished. She said, come in here.
Holy shit.
She said, you done? Come in here. I said, hey, yo, I gotta go.
That's wild.
Yo, till this day, bro, till this day, I had to leave this girl alone. Obviously, everybody know her name now. Yo, listen, to this day, her mom still fucks with me.
Well, you know.
She be seeing me shining too, baby.
Yeah, Shari, she like Kiana. You had a good one. How you let him go?
I don't even want to put slander. She don't watch this shit anyway, but
I know a lot of
early on, it's like this can bring to another question.
Okay.
Early on, bro, I just knew she wasn't it for me.
Oh yeah, you know.
Like, and it's not like I used to be a lifeguard. Some nigga don't even know. That's the beautiful thing about life. It just circles.
Sure.
Some nigga don't even know that I know her. Yo, I got this bitch. Blah blah blah. Big titties. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm like, word. What's her name? I ain't get cry. I ain't never been that nigga like that.
Sure.
If you can take my bitch, you can have her. And that's literally how I play. That's how I play.
That's true.
And back in the day when I was younger, I let my niggas try a bitch. And if you can get her, you could just get her. She not mine. Eric, you don't care. No, I'm just keeping it real, bitch.
Sure.
If you act stupid, you get left. Period.
It is what it is.
And a lot of niggas, let's be clear. I'm gonna go here, fellas. I'm gonna go here. People like bros before hoes. No.
Hoes before bros.
I don't put no bro before my girl, because my girl be doing shit to me that niggas ain't never gonna do.
That's true.
So how can I put a nigga that cheat on his girl, snake his girl, and off that? It's all about how you deal with stuff and do stuff.
Right.
But at an early age, I seen it, and maybe if you fucked with me and seen the trajectory of how it was coming, you feel me? You might have would have left it open because, like the girl off, I forget her name, like Judge Toller say on parental court, right? You're playing a game, ladies, that's not designed for you to win. So if I cheat or fuck a bitch, you shouldn't fuck a nigga because
you lose.
It's different.
You lose twice.
I ain't got a PH, baby, but I can fuck yours up.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I want to know, like, matter of fact, this is the question. What made you, because you know, whatever it is, you don't believe in God.
Right.
Do you believe in a higher being?
I believe there's something out there, but it's not a God. I don't believe it's one thing.
I want to know, because it's not like religious reasons. Why did you get married? Why did you feel a need to get married?
So
why couldn't your wife, no disrespect, just be your girl? Why did you get married?
That's a great question. I'll tell you why. Because so I grew up, I say like an orphan, although I wasn't an entire orphan. So my father was gone. He was locked up for most of my childhood, right? I remember the times when he was home for brief periods more than anything else. And when he was home, we weren't even in the same city. So I would know he was home because he would pop up every fucking like 6 or 7 years. So I don't know what he did to be locked up. Like, I don't know if the nigga was a coke dealer, if he was a pimp. I don't know what he was. He was locked up. My mom, I'm just gonna say she was in the streets because she wasn't around. Grandma raised me. My grandmother died at 6, I was 17 or 18. So when she died, I was literally on my own. Earlier than I wanted to be, but I was ready to be on my own, right? I'm out. Spent about another year with my mom sleeping on the couch in her fucking loft, right? Because everybody broke. So, nigga, if you could just find somewhere warm to sleep, you good.
Right.
So I've always been kind of alone. And one day I woke up, and I was cool playing the streets, but one day I woke up and said, I want more from life than fucking bitches and getting money. So I said, I want to be a husband, right? My whole mind had changed. And I wanted some security and family that I could control, right? And so I feel like I could control a marriage, and I was ready for the companionship. Not that I needed it, I was ready. So my whole mentality changed from just knocking broads down.
You did need it, though.
Well, I may have needed it, right? And I'm not embarrassed to say that.
Yeah, I know my girl. She say I get caught up in words, and I flip up the argument every time.
No. I don't disagree with any of your statement. Like, I knew I was ready, and that's the problem. It
just switched.
And my whole I woke up one morning like, yo, I'm on a mission to find a wife. However, I wasn't on a mission to just get married to the first piece that came through.
Yep.
I had a list. I tell motherfuckers all the time I had a list, and if you don't believe me, ask my wife. They look at me like I'm crazy because they see me, they see how I move. If they watch me on the gram, they're like, there's no way this motherfucker got a broad that deals with this. However, when you have your list and you stick to your fucking list and you decide I'm gonna check off these things on my list over everything else, you'll get what you want.
Know your worth, Kings.
And so 15 years later, here we are, happy as fuck.
Know your worth.
I'm still happy. So that's what made me want to get married, because for my entirety of my life, I had a lack of a true family structure.
And low key, that's beautiful. Everything Dad said, yo, low key.
But
our community is so effed up for real. No, it ain't no buts. I'm not even about to say nothing. What I said is a beautiful thing.
Sure.
And he's real life, because off camera, right? Last week, off camera, he like, yeah, it's my anniversary, and literally like giggled and smiled like a school-age chick.
Of course, I'm happy,
like he
bro.
was giddy. Like,
I'm happy.
Understand what giddy means. He was giddy about it. But you know the crazy part? Like, he thought I was gonna say something. He's so ready or equipped, because like, our community, like, you said something, but it's the truth. We make fun of people being prepared.
Right.
Like, people be like, you got a degree?
Oh, you got two?
Oh, you got a job? oh, you got 3 computers? You got 3 screens?
Right.
You know this? Like,
right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it's bad. It's fucked up.
And when it's messed up, we taught that crab in the barrel mentality is terrible.
Right. But you can, at least I can identify it immediately. So if I'm talking game to a motherfucker, and I'm like, yo, X, Y, and Z, and he like, nah, we don't do X, Y, and Z, we do A, B, and C. I'm just like, all right. Because we dealing with that now with the dude with the juices.
But we gonna meet him where he at, and we gonna get what we gotta get, and we gonna see what it is. And if we put you in position to be a boss, and if you don't wanna be a boss, we'll be the boss, and you can be the worker. And you still get compensated fairly.
I want him to be the worker now. Because I let him be the boss and he fucking slipped. Like,
He don't know.
we've been talking about this shit for what, 2 months now?
But we gonna do it.
Okay.
We had a COVID stint. You know what I mean? Certain stuff missing. You know what I mean? And
Right.
you always big and say meeting people where he at.
Yes.
He got a decent product. Yo, look out for us, man. We doing things. Only thing make noise is change. So we ain't saying nothing right now, but we doing things. You know what I mean?
Comment, like, and subscribe.
We always moving around.
and
moving
if you
grooving.
think my shit is cap,
it ain't
Sir,
cap.
Sir Dodge P on Instagram, I'm wide open.
Oh,
Pause.
it was V-Day. So what you do for
You
V-Day?
can see.
What
So
you do
we
for
don't
V-Day?
celebrate Valentine's Day because our
love it.
anniversary is on the 11th.
I love it.
However, I got her a few dozen roses. Here you go, babe. You know what I mean?
All right, let's go there.
Uh-huh.
Few dozen roses. What kind of roses was there?
Just long stem red roses. Yes.
How much was there? For 12. You got a dozen. I know you did. You
No, I
only
got
broke.
3 dozen.
3 dozen. Okay, how much was
Okay,
it?
before I go there, I will tell you what it cost. Okay, 3 dozen was like $96.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
So about $96 and a card.
36 roses. Go ahead.
And you know, the card says some bullshit, but I always handwrite a message. That's why I was telling my man, before you get married, I want to get you a journal
So you can write everything.
so that
yeah.
you can write everything down and read it back later. I let him
Shout out
read
to that.
something.
Black
I let
love.
him read something my wife wrote to me, and he was like, wow, this is beautiful. I said, yeah, my wife is beautiful. I'm beautiful. Our relationship is beautiful. What you see out here is me putting on a face so the niggas don't think that I'm soft. I'm a softball. I'm a fucking marshmallow when it comes to my
I can
wife.
tell you be having your ankles out.
But out here, like, I gotta be that nigga that I grew up being. So Valentine's Day, we went to the game, actually. Sixers game.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that was Wednesday. That was yesterday.
I knew
Wednesday.
that.
Of course. Nigga, I'm Sir Dodge P Instagram, all one word. You can,
We real life friends.
you know what I mean? You can see it all.
He
and
not my friend. I'm his friend.
and if you think I'm lying about anything, you can go do the research.
Research your research, nigga.
Big cap.
So listen, yo, it's a florist out where I live at. They were selling the pick and grab roses. Guess how much they was for 12? Red, long.
And you had to pick them and de-thorn
no,
them yourself?
I'm sorry. Like they have the bouquet already. Like
Right.
pick them up and buy.
Oh, okay. Grab and go.
12 long stem red roses. How much?
1 dozen. Out here,
Out here.
I'm gonna say 49.
$99.99.
Yeah, no.
You know the beautiful thing I love about my boys?
No.
You know the beautiful
They
thing I
said
love
don't
about
do
my
it.
boys? I tell my boys about assets, liabilities.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
Assets equals liabilities plus shareholders' equities. Right?
That's game.
That's
game.
That's game that's life. Assets equals liabilities plus shareholders' equity. Shareholders' equity is like your money.
Right.
Liabilities is like things you may have, a car, whatever. Assets is like stuff, and guess what about this beautiful equation? It always has to equal each other out.
Sure.
So if I pay 50, I gotta have 50 for something.
Right.
But long story short, I just preach stuff to all my kids. I mean, I'm around my boys more, but I preach game to all my kids so they know that equation, right?
Sure.
And so my one son, because I said, like, this Valentine's, whatever, I'm gonna, like, you know, make sure I put effort in to make sure they get something for their moms.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, let's get your mom roses, whatever. Because they great. They great moms
Right.
at the end. But my son was like, Daddy, $100, that's too much money. We can get it tomorrow. And I just see David, John, all of them just picking them up. Because
Right.
I see, don't get me going, but I just feel like, yo, one day to show somebody love so I can cheat on you the rest 364.
Sure, right.
Just this one day, because I
Right.
can do that. I'm light skinned, I can do that, baby. I can put on the face for you. The restaurant's trash because they know you got to eat.
And they know
They
going
put
to
you out.
overcharge.
They could be ignorant, be
Yeah.
assholes.
Yep.
Yo, when you go out to eat, because you're a fine diner, are you like me in the sense of, do you know how your waiter's going to be on a first interaction? And do you tip well regardless of the service?
So my
Talk to
wife
me.
tips well regardless of the service.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
Minimum.
What do you do?
So I can't. My wife works for tips, so I can't complain because I understand. It's almost like a circle of life, right? So she feels like if I don't tip well, if I don't tip at least 20%, that's what she feels is the
Even
norm.
if the service trash?
Even if the service is trash, right?
You know that's the whole argument about tipping. People that tip.
Of course.
Like the whole business structure.
Of course, yes.
Because the company's getting over. The company's getting over, and we feel obligated to tip. And shout out to Clover and all that other stuff. I don't know if y'all noticed the POC systems, the point of sale systems,
They got
right?
tip on it now, right?
They have tip already on it.
Yeah.
And it's a prompt before they do it on purpose. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15,
Yeah,
20.
right before you fucking say yes.
Or no.
Right.
And sometimes you got to look, and they kind of force you to make tips.
Right.
A little I would say it gets unethical a little bit.
So they do
to
that
me.
at the stadium now.
Yeah.
And they only take cards, right? No cash. So when you tap to pay, before you could even say, I accept the charges, it's like a tip screen.
Yep. And if you order a thing, they try to round up to $1 too.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that either. Yeah, so we don't do that. But because she's in the tipping, because she's in the service industry and she makes her living off of tips and she makes great tips, she feels obligated to. My wife is very sharing, more sharing than I would like her to be.
So do you agree if a waiter is trash, and I say a waiter trash, you getting your food, you got your water, and your water's almost empty, and you gotta wait. Your stuff not right, your stuff not done, and your waiter just, because a waiter to me is a very important job because you gotta understand how to talk to people and know people and be on your shit.
Sure. So to answer your question, yes, because sometimes the service is really shitty. And instead of the 20, my wife might do 10 or 15.
Oh, wow. Okay, so she adjusted.
She will adjust, but she won't not leave a tip.
Yeah. I'll never not leave a tip, but it's minimal.
And if you're and just so if you see me coming, take a look. Pause. If you see me in your restaurant and you get less than 20, it's because you were doing something not right.
And yo, it's not hard, yo. Just like understand where you at. And I understand a lot of people are dickheads.
Yeah.
But he put on a face for us. I'm pretty sure he's not a dickhead because listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this also. When you grow up in a certain community, it's fight or flight.
True.
You trying to get out if you really want to do it. Nowadays, it's a weird shift where people at in the hood, some people are at where they want to be at.
And comfortable there.
And now, people nowadays, they there, right? And they want to come back down.
I don't understand that.
And it's so weird. It's a shift. No, let's keep going upwards trajectory. Because listen, I'm not tough. If a bitch cut me off on the road, I'm not cussing you out.
No, you don't want to be tough.
I'm not cussing you out. I'm not so aggressive. I'm not waking up in the morning, somebody do some dumb shit. You know my nigga Gary always say, "E, stop smelling. Get angry, get mad." That shit don't motivate me.
Right.
Because you don't walk in and be just pissed off.
Not at all. I'm never in here mad.
Yo, for what? Because we got that inner peace, and also like it's just you just gotta live and learn, man. Like a bitch ain't gonna be mad at everything.
And I'll tell you why I'm not that way, because I have achieved more happy than I ever achieved angry. And when you figure out that fucking recipe, you'll change too. Even when we play on Saturdays, when we go to play on Saturdays, when I go through where I gotta go through to get there, I'm like, holy shit, I'm glad I'm not here anymore. And it's not to say that
I love it. I love getting there just like that bean. I feel it in the air. Hey, listen, real freaky, little freaky maybe.
Okay.
Have you ever had a girl that just had that wet, super soaker body? Please don't even say she doesn't exist right now. This is before her, so please don't even say her. Have you ever had a girl that you just hooked on and you tell your nigga sometimes or whatever, Future got a line say, I said I was gonna fuck that bitch and I fucked her again. Like, do you ever have something like that?
I'm trying. You can go first. I'm trying to think.
Man, yeah.
Okay.
We had kids, man.
Oh, okay. Oh,
damn.
So I would say yes. I'm sure I'd have.
This is non-memory.
I just don't remember.
I think I love my wife.
No, it's not even that. Because,
I think I love my wife.
Because
I can't do it.
So we talked about the relationship shit and how good the marriage is. So I have no reservation with telling the truth about past. Look, this means I'm open. It's all truth. I've given you everything I have. So I just can't remember who she was. Right. Because I've never been like crazy locked in on a piece of ass. Like that's never been me to be like, oh, I gotta have you again. I'll be back.
I wasn't gonna fuck that bitch and I fucked her again.
So I had one other thing I wanted to talk about, because what I'm seeing recently on my socials, I told you how to find me. Yo, this pod.
I'll show you how to do this, son.
This pod, comment, like, subscribe. We'll follow you back. If you want us to shout something out for you, hit us up. I'm very active in the YouTube chat. I respond to almost everyone. The question is, what I'm beginning to see now is I'm beginning to see people from my past pop up.
Pop up, bitch. And we get into it.
In the shit,
and
right?
We get into it.
So I put out something the other day that said most people only coming back to see if they doing better than you.
Nah, bitch, you not.
You probably not.
And we ain't no competition, but don't Big footprints. Let's get out of here, man. I don't even want to pop nothing else, man. Let's get out
I'm
of here,
around.
man.
Y'all know where it's at, the SLJ
He ain't got no big ass dresser with no TV on the floor,
I don't, bro. I don't even know what a dresser
Man
is.
looking like this
You know
fucking
me.
basketball court, man.
I got so much money, I got a chest of drawers.
and
That's
we
what
ain't
call them.
blocking nobody either. We want y'all to see us. He did it.
I'm outside.
He here.
I'm outside. Hey, fly,
mean-
hey, fly first class for once in your life. That's all. Spend some money.
Hey, and don't do the upgrade, John, either. Buy the first class outright. Don't check the prices and then get the first class after
Hey,
the fact.
don't show up to the airport like, yo, you got any upgrades?
Hey, you got anything? Yo, buy it first out, man. But we just popping shit, man. We popping shit. We love.
Yo, S&D. What the fuck, bro? 1 week and then you out?
Right. 1 week.
Y'all niggas.
Joe got his girl got him in that 360.
Wow, bro. She getting everything.
360.